Good morning. This is On Track Tuesdays at 10. Today we have Diva Mejias, owner of VM Financial Services and Complete Tax and Business Solutions. This is an agency that offers insurance and helps individuals and organizations with their accounting and taxes with 2 different locations here in Omaha. How are you, Diva?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning or good afternoon.
Diva, can you tell us how did you start in the insurance business?
Okay, the insurance business I started back in 2012. I've been in the accounting business for over 41 years now. But when we were in 2012, it dawned on me that as I was doing the finances for many individuals, we noticed that they were either underinsured or overinsured. And the individuals in front of us, when they came to prepare their income taxes, were not really versed at what their insurance that they were holding, what it was about, didn't understand it. So we thought there was a need in the community to be able to help serve that population. So that's how the insurance part of the business started. That was back in 2012 with my son, Robert, and Diva Mejias. We started the M&M insurance company. After that, I evolved. They branched off on their own, and I went to Florida and started DM Financial Services.
Okay, what about the tax side of your business?
My business, I have been in the accounting world for over 41 years now. I worked for United Parcel Service for 31 years in their accounting and finance department as the controller. So when I retired in 2010, I opened up a franchise, a tax franchise in Omaha, Nebraska, and I did that for about 7 years before I left that, and then I continued on with my complete tax and business solutions. So,
Diva, why Nebraska? Why did you choose Nebraska to start your own business?
I'm a native New York. I was born and raised in New York. I worked the East Coast for United Parcel Service for over 20 years before in 1999 they transferred me to Omaha, Nebraska. I spent 5 years here, and after 5 years they transferred me again to Pennsylvania. But at that time I had 2 kids, Robert and Victoria Mejias, and they were at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. They didn't want to go back east. So it was I had to not even think about it in 2010 when I retired, to bring back roots to Omaha, because I had children here that were married, and then grandchildren came, and you know how that goes.
Thank you, Diva. On the insurance side, what kind of insurance do you sell?
Okay, the thing about insurance in the insurance world, when you talk about insurance to individuals, right off the bat, they think of auto insurance, they think of home insurance, or even life insurance. But they don't think of this a whole world of insurance out there. I'm an independent agency. So therefore, I'm not a captive agency where if you came to me and you said, I need this, that I open up my bag and just show you what I can only offer you. I am independent, so I have many bags of many different insurance companies that you tell me what you need, and then I go to the bag of the insurance company that can provide to service your need. So they're different insurances. So, and I'll just give you an example. Something that has been on my heart for the past couple of weeks now is a lot of folks do not carry final expense insurance, for example. We're in a sandwich generation. I'm a baby boomer, and we take care of our parents, we take care of our kids, and we seldom neglect ourselves, to the point where if something happened to us, do we have enough insurance for someone to bury us? So what I've noticed in the community as of late is that many people are very stretched with their funding, with their discretionary funds, so they don't buy the appropriate insurance they need. And when someone passes away, they have to rely on others. They have to rely on donations, on people to help them, on a charity case at their local church. So a final expense insurance is very inexpensive. It's not expensive at all. You can get $10,000, $15,000 worth of life insurance, and you can help your loved ones. I mean, if you truly love ones, you don't want to leave that burden to them, that they have to figure out how they're going to bury you. pay for funeral expenses in the event that you're not here. So that's, I mean, there's different kinds. And I believe something that I have been very active with within the past couple of weeks is the critical illness insurance. No one thinks about critical illnesses, but God forbid you are diagnosed with a heart attack, cancer, stroke. Do you have the funding to get you through those first couple of months that you have to go through all that therapy? So do you know there are insurance companies that sell critical illness insurance? It's very inexpensive, that in the event that you get diagnosed, those dollars, because it is a supplemental insurance, those dollars come to you. With your name on it, you do whatever you want to do with them. If you want to pay your bills with them, if you want to pay co-pays with them, the dollars come in your name, you use them as you deem necessary for a critical illness, of which after you experience that critical illness, it may be difficult to get another insurance because now that's considered a pre-existing condition.
Sometimes people have the misconception that insurance is very expensive, and that sometimes at a certain age we don't qualify for insurance. What would you tell people that think this way?
Okay, what I tell everyone is just get a quote. It doesn't hurt to figure out where in your, because remember, our lifespan is very, very short. You know, you go through adolescence and then you go through midlife and then you go through the senior years. So as you get older, it gets more expensive because what is insurance? Insurance is really, you're transferring the risk to an insurance company to pay for that risk, right? So I want to have someone to say that they're going to pay my family members if I pass away, or for an event that happens, I'm transferring that risk, so they're going to pay it. So the older I get, depending upon the type of insurance it is, the more expensive it's going to be. So it's so much better to get it at an earlier age, but it's never too late to get it. Never too late. Right now, there's so many different types of insurance, but think about this. They're thinking it's expensive, but what if it's a senior population and they need senior care, or they need Medicare or Med Advantage plans? Now, I am personally, as an agent, I am certified. I'm a long-term care certified agent. So I look to help the elderly as well. And maybe because I'm getting older, that topic became more interesting to me. But I help the elders find what they need. During enrollment for elders, if you notice, they get bombarded. They're gonna be turned 65, and before you even turn 65, your mailboxes are full of cards inviting you for dinners and lunches, and you're being swayed and swooned into so that you can learn all about Medicare, because Medicare itself is a big animal, right? So the elderly need understanding. Now, I get into the insurance business and I'm very passionate to help and make sure that you're not being switched over as an elderly person. And if we have anybody here over 65 or turning 65, be very leery that you're not switching from plan to plan every year. Just because someone's calling you and telling you this one is better and this one is better. There's a lot of information you need. That's why this year I'm putting together a lot of info meetings so that I can educate a lot of people as to what is Medicare, what is it you really need, what you may not need, without necessarily, I'm not necessarily selling any product. Now remember, I've got a lot of insurance companies with a lot of bags that they give me with a lot of tools in those bags. So we find what you need and we pull the tool that you need.
Yes, thank you, Diva. Which states or areas do you serve?
I'm currently serving in about 12 different states. I have Florida, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Arizona, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, Massachusetts, North Carolina, and I think Pennsylvania. So I'm all over. I'm licensed in various different states to be able to help a huge population.
Thank you, Diva. If somebody from another state wants to get a quote, can they do it over the phone, or do they have to go to your office? What's the process?
Okay, there are different types. Yeah, they can go to my, by the way, I'm going to be revealing my new website this upcoming week. It's dmfinancialservices.org. And you're going to be able to see both sides of my business, the insurance side and the tax side. There's going to be a lot of resources there that they can go in. If someone is looking for any type of insurance, they can go in and contact us, send us their name and their contact information so that we can contact them. There are certain types of insurance that really needs a one-on-one because we need signatures. Now, I could do electronic signatures, of course, but there's certain things that I personally want to be able to sit in front of the person, want to be able, whether we have a Zoom meeting where I can see that first of all, that the person does exist and I can identify them. And second of all, that I understand what the need is. In order to fulfill a need, you really need to understand what is it that the person really needs so that you can fulfill it. Not just say, I have a website, put your name there, buy this insurance. 9 times out of 10, there's such a lot of fine print in the insurance contracts that you really need to know what it is you're buying before you go ahead and you sign. So if anybody needs to contact me, they can contact me they can call me. My cell phone number is all over the place. It's 402-850-8830. Or they can go right to the website, dmfinancialservices.org, and contact me that way.
Do you have to make any changes because of COVID? I know a lot of businesses have their own guidelines. What did you change?
Yeah, what we changed was first and foremost first of all, we always wear a mask, okay? We try to keep our mask, at least I do anyway. I have a daughter who's ill, so I want to make sure, and I have an 88-year-old mother that lives with me as well, that I want to make sure that the mask is not so much for me, it's to protect the clients or my family, my loved ones. So we use the mask, and then what I try to do now is on the tax side, try to have a lot of drop-offs. So give me your documents. You can fax me the documents, secure, it goes right to a portal. You can drop them off. You can go to my office, drop them off there, and I can grab them, and then we can converse over the phone, and then we can do things, either Zoom meetings or go-to meetings. So that did change. This is going to be the new norm, by the way. I do a lot of work. Right now, I'm in my home office. I do have other offices I can go to, but because of the COVID situation, you have to respect people. So you have to make sure that they're comfortable. I have people that call me and say, I don't care, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm going to the office, I'm not wearing a mask. And I have to, say, okay, I understand your position. I don't expect that you change your ways because of me. So just drop your stuff off. I'll be more than glad to take care of it. And I'll even have it either dropped off to you, or I'll make arrangements that you can get it. Because remember, like I said before, the mask is not necessary for me, it's to protect the public. So I also want to protect my clients from other clients as well. So COVID has changed a lot the way we do business. I'm sure in your industry as well. This too shall pass, but we have to protect each other and be respectful of each other's wishes.
I definitely agree with you. Diva, can you tell me a little bit more about the tax side of your business? What are the services that you offer?
The tax side, remember, I've always partnered with my son. We always work hand in hand together. We do all kinds of stuff. We do the personal income taxes, the business, the corporate taxes. We have bookkeeping services that we provide through QuickBooks, and we are our own different ways of doing things. We have bookkeeping, we have payroll. A lot of the small business owners, especially during this COVID time, when they wanted to apply for different funding, for whether it was the PPP, the EIDL loans from SBA, it became very quick to understand that a lot of small business owners, they didn't have the accounting that they needed. They didn't have their books in order to be able to go to a bank to present to the bank their need for funding. So we do payroll, bookkeeping. We have notary public services. We're also, we do a lot of stuff in the office. So any type of, we also do some translations in the office, not many translations, but we also have that service as well.
Diva, can you tell me what makes you different from other agencies?
Oh, I pride myself in a couple of things. First and foremost, Confidentiality is huge. We're in different places that I'm at. When I'm in Florida, Florida is similar to the Nebraska community. It's a big community, but it's a small community. Almost everybody kind of knows everybody in their fields. So I pride myself in confidentiality. If you refer someone to me, the first thing I tell you is always to send me as many people as you want, understanding that you can never come back and ask me about them, because I will never reveal what it was that they came, to tell me or their issues, especially with finances. It's very personal. It's very, very personal, and I take that to heart. So confidentiality is a must. And then we do our very best to get, from the tax perspective, to get you the best and largest refund that you can get under the law. We don't make up things. We don't allow we actually explain to people why we don't do that. And I have no problem telling someone, I am so sorry that you feel that way, but you may want to go back to whoever did it that way, because that is not the correct way of doing it. I need to protect not only myself, but also the people that work with me and for me against any different fines or the jeopardizing our own ability to do business. So that's some of the customer service issues that other folks are more personable, I think, in the sense that you have my cell phone number. For goodness sakes, I'll answer my phone at midnight if you have an issue or you have a concern. And if you have an issue with either the IRS and you're not sure, whatever it is, bring it to us. We'll look at it. If we can help you, we'll help you. If not, we will guide you. I have a huge network throughout different states of folks that if we can't personally help you, we find you someone that can. So hopefully that differentiates myself. It's not just a 9-to-5 job. It's not just a 5 a.m. to 3 o'clock. I mean, we're available 24/7 if you need.
Diva, do you want to add something that you think people need to know about you or about your business?
No, I don't think so. I just want people to be comfortable, to understand that it's not a sell. I'm not trying to sell you anything. There is no cost to call me and come in and ask a question or even review something that you may want me to review. Just feel comfortable enough to know that you need to be curious. And I always talk about this. I said, you really need to be curious about your own financial situation. Know at all times where you personally stand, where your finances are, and I'm not just talking about whether you have $1 in the bank or not. I am talking about if you're single, you think that life is always going to be there and you're going to be able to spend money like crazy and you don't need any insurance. And so if you're single, think back at if something happened to you, who's going to bury you? Who's going to take care of your affairs? If you're married and you have children, think of your children. Are your children insured? Do you know that you can buy life insurance for a child and lock them in and have like a 20-year plan for them, and when they're 20 years old, they have enough money, they could pull money out of that insurance? I mean, just take care, build a legacy. So that's what I want people to think about. Look at where you are in your life cycle, whether you're younger, you're middle-aged, or you're seniors, and do an analysis of what you need, what you think you need, what you don't, and what you don't know is what hurts you. So find out, go out there and find out what is it that you truly, truly need, compare what you have. And I believe one thing that people don't do is they don't normally, like they buy an insurance policy, whether it's auto, home, life, any type of insurance policy, and they kind of never look at it again. You can't do that. You've got to go back and just like, when you were 17 or 18 years old, that dress or that pantsuit or those pair of shoes, they used to fit you well. When you're 30, those same clothes do not fit you anymore, nor do they look well on you. So you need to take a look, dust out whatever you have. Take a look at the coverages that you have. Are they adequate now? Do they fit your needs now? And just do a little spring cleaning, just like you do every year. Come summer, come fall, come winter, you clean out your closets. We'll do the same thing with your finances.
Diva, can you please give us your contact information again? And your office is bilingual, right? That way people can get a hold of you if they're interested in getting a quote.
I am Hispanic, so I'm bilingual myself. So we do speak Spanish, we speak English. We also, our offices, the phone number is 402-850-8830. If you want to fax something, you can always fax it to 402-685-8100. It comes right to our portal. No faxes anywhere. It comes right to us. And the office addresses, I have several addresses, but you can always reach me at 4611 South 96th Street in Omaha, Nebraska, 68116. Or you can reach me, or you can call me, and you can reach me in Florida at the Florida address. So wherever you want to find me, you will find me. But give me a call, 402-850-8830.
Thank you so much, Diva. We appreciate your time for being with us today. This was On Track Tuesdays at 10, brought to you by the Nebraska Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Mundo Latino. Next week, we will have Tony Vega from La Plaza Latina. Thank you. Please don't forget to give a like to the NHCC Facebook page, share this interview, and keep supporting the members of the Chamber. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.